Good morning and happy hikeathon day 3. It is 7 a.m. on Wednesday. In case you missed it, I posted days 1 and 2 already. I'll link that up here in the cards for you guys for this nature and fitness themed readathon. I'm up really early today. I'm probably not going to get a ton of reading in until later because I'm having a Disney day with my sister. It is my birthday this weekend and we bought passes in December for Disney. They're a lot cheaper for locals to get passes, but you have to go during the week. So her and I are going to have a sister's day because we've never done this before. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna try to do some nature-y things while we're there. I'll definitely get a lot of walking in. I'll film some of it and then I'll come home and do some reading. I did start a new book last night. I'm very excited to talk to you guys about it because I'm really into it and I got like 100 pages in. But for now, I'm just gonna take you with me to Disney and see what we can do. I'm all like, this is the most nature-y outfit that I could find, but it doesn't have Mickey on it. So that's sad and I don't have any ears. So I might try and find something kind of nature-y today to wear. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, just wanted to pop in here and say good morning and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear me over the music, but we are waiting on a reservation at the Lamplight Lounge. I'm really excited. So excited because I didn't know if we'd be able to get in or not, and it's supposed to be really good. And then we're gonna go check out some wildernessy, sisterly things. Woo! Good morning and happy hikeathon day 4. Is 12 o'clock on Thursday. I'm getting ready to take Ledge for our first hike today. We were just home and then I went to the chiropractor and I ran some errands, and now we're gonna go on our hike. I'm gonna do kind of a somewhat longer one, not super long today, but a little bit longer. Get some audiobook in. So I'm currently listening to Monument 14. I'm not sure if I told you guys I switched over to this. I was listening to 10, which was about kids going to like a house party and then trying to survive it because there's like a killer on the loose. I think originally I thought it was like something to do with them surviving, like just normal surviving, like storms and things like that, but there's like an actual killer. I wasn't loving the audio and I didn't want to binge listen to it, so I switched over to Monument 14, and it's about kids like in a superstore. I think I did tell you guys about it. So really enjoying this one. It's definitely got a younger vibe. So I'm going to listen to that while we're on our hike. I think I have 2 hours left in both of these. I'm still going to listen to 10. I'm just probably not going to like binge it. By binge, I mean like just listen until I finish it, or like listen for long chunks. And then I also might read my book if we can find a little like picnic table or something, because I brought the book that I'm reading and I switched over on my book too. So I'll tell you about that later if I'm able to read it. But we're going to go get hiking. I think it's like 65 today, so it shouldn't be too crazy hot, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm sorry, it's really bright. We're back. We're back from our hike. Somebody's tired. Trying to move so the shadow isn't too bad. Okay, so Tuesday night, I started Solstice physically because I'm reading Wildfire with my friend Marie, and she hasn't updated me like how far she is in it. And I wasn't wanting to binge it because it was so weird. So I was like, I'll just try this because I found this at Dollar Tree. So this is the Dollar Tree find for this readathon. I feel like every readathon I find a Dollar Tree book that works and then I wind up loving it. So I'm halfway through this. I didn't get to read a lot yesterday because we were gone, and then my sister was playing games with us. And so basically this is about a music festival put on like by a rich mogul, and it costs like around $9,000 to go. So all of the like rich kids and like influencers and things are going to this music festival that's supposed to be really luxury with like all these amenities and amazing food and yachts, fancy suites, and the top artists, and it's on this like island that people haven't really heard of, and it's supposed to be this exclusive thing. So our main character is not super rich and not an influencer, but her best friend is, and her best friend's dad winds up getting both of them tickets because he doesn't want his daughter to go. Supposedly he doesn't want his daughter to go alone. Winds up going, kind of sneaking off because her parents aren't really about that. She kind of has aspirations to be a reporter, and then things kind of go awry and are not what they seem. I want to say this was inspired by, I'm sorry, it's so windy. I want to say this is inspired by the Fire Festival events. There's like a Netflix documentary. I haven't watched it, but it was kind of a thing where there was like this big music festival and then it just wasn't. It was basically just a scam and people got trapped on the island. But this is like a horror thriller version of it. So I'm thinking that people are going to start like dying and things like that, but it's so fun. I'm like 120 pages. It's only like 280 something. So this is one of the books I'm going to give away for the readathon too. So far it's panning out to be one of my favorite survival reads. It's just really quick to read. Then from the library, I picked up Cut Off by Adrian Finlay. I'll tell you guys more about it inside because it's kind of getting loud out here. And then I got The Island at the End of the World in today. Again, tell you more of what it's about inside when I have a better view and not so much dogs barking. But I'm going to read a little bit of Solstice out here, and then I'm going to garden while I listen to my audiobook. Okay, 7:30 at night. Jeff's working late tonight, So I am home listening to my audiobook, doing some cleaning, watching some TV. So a few updates. I finished 10. I know, shocker, because I was just complaining about how I didn't want to binge it. I don't know, maybe I was just in a better mood today, but I put it on while I was gardening. I tend to have an easier time to binge it when I'm gardening than like when I'm in the car. I don't know why. I liked the second half a lot better. So basically there are 10 kids and they're like at this house party on this island, and then people start dying. It had like several twists that I didn't see coming, so I liked that. I think that I'm not like maybe like a thriller murderer kind of girl. Like, the kids were kind of dying in brutal ways, and they had this diary, and they were trying to figure out like who did it, if it was somebody at the party or if it was somebody like outside of the party, and I don't know, it was stressful, but not like in a fun way. So I think me not loving it was more a me thing and not a book thing. So I'm giving it 3 stars, but I feel like if you like this kind of book, it was probably a 4-star because the twists were pretty good and things like that. A little bit too much high school drama, which I have problems with survival reads, because there's a lot of that. And then there was like a little bit of abuse and like, sorry, I had to switch cameras because my phone got filled up. I set the book down over there, so I'm not gonna get it. Anyway, there was some like mental illness struggles and things like that, so there might be some trigger warnings there. So 3-star, not my favorite. I only have an hour left of Monument 14, so I'm doing good. So I'm 2 books down, almost 3 books down, which is pretty good considering I was at Disney all day yesterday. I was liking this at the beginning, and then it took a weird turn. Not necessarily a turn in the plot, but you're following all these kids and they're all different ages. And there's this one 13-year-old girl, and she dresses kind of scandalously, and all the boys are kind of checking her out, but she's 13 and it's kind of weird. I'm not loving it. There's a lot of stuff like that in there where it's like talking about the way that the girls are dressed and like kind of sexualizing them. But they're all like really young, and then the kids are like, some of the kids are doing drugs, but they're also like pretty young. And it's just kind of like a casual thing. And I don't know, if I was a parent and my like teen, especially like my younger teen, like 14 or so, read this, I would be really mad. So not loving like the kids in here and like the representation of everything. I don't know. It's getting kind of rough now because it's again less about the survivalist and more about the kids and like their backgrounds and things, and nothing's really happening. I don't know, maybe I don't like survival books. However, I am loving this so far. So I'm 100 pages in. The major part of the plot hasn't happened. There's been a couple twists. The writing is really good. Like, it just makes me want to keep reading it, and I kind of keep thinking about it, even though it's not like crazy fast-paced. I mean, it's pretty fast-paced. I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. So there was this fire festival, I don't remember how long ago, but there's a Netflix documentary about it, and it was the same kind of thing. Like, there was like a guy that put on this festival in like an exclusive location for like $2,000, and people went, and there was like none of the stuff that he said, and he scammed them all, and I'm pretty sure he's in jail now, and it's a whole thing. So I think that's what this is based on. Loving it. So I'm planning on finishing this tonight. I'm still reading Wildfire with my friend Marie. I just didn't love that beginning. So I haven't been wanting to jump back in, and I also knew that she was taking longer to read it, so I've kind of been slowly reading it. So then I wanted to tell you about the books I picked up from the library because it was too noisy outside. And then you can probably hear my dishwasher in the background. So I got Cut Off by Adrienne Finlay. Each contestant has their own reasons and their own secrets for joining the new virtual reality show Cut Off that places a group of teenagers alone in the wilderness. It's a simple premise. Whoever lasts the longest without tapping out wins a cash prize. What's not so simple, new software creates a totally unprecedented experience, allowing viewers to touch, see, and live everything along with the contestants. But what happens when tapping out doesn't work and no one comes to save you? What happens when the whole world seemingly disappears while you're stranded in the wild? Sounds amazing because it combines virtual reality and game shows and survival stuff and wilderness. So I might start this one next because I am So curious. I'm really excited about it. I also picked up Revenge and the Wild because I'd never heard of it until I looked up like Western young adult books. Now that I've read some other things, I'm thinking I liked Walk on Earth a Stranger the most so far. And I'm still kind of thinking about that character. So this one is the 2-bit town of Rogue City is a lawless place full of dark magic. Amid the saloon brawls, monsters, and 6-shooters, but it's just perfect for 17-year-old Westy, the notorious adopted daughter of a local inventor. Westy was an only child when she lost her arm and her family to cannibals on the wagon trail. Now she may seem fearsome with her foul-mouthed, tough exterior and her powerful mechanical arm built for her by Nigel, but the memory of her past still haunts her. She's determined to make the killers pay, and there's nothing to stop her from her reckless ways. So it almost sounds kind of like Western steampunky with a little magic. There's monsters. This also sounds great, and I don't think there's an audio for this one, and there's not one for cutoff. I got this in the mail today. I purchased it. Those were from the library. The Island at the End of the World, which also sounds incredible. So I might read all these this summer if I don't get to them this readathon. Right before my eyes, my beautiful islands are changing forever, and so am I. So 16-year-old Leilani loves surfing in her home in Hilo on the big island of Hawaii, but she's an outsider, half white, half Hawaiian, and epileptic. They and her father are on a visit. A global disaster strikes. Technology and power fail. Hawaii is cut off from the world, and the islands revert to traditional ways of survival. As Leigh and her dad embark on the nightmarish journey across the islands to reach home and family, she learns that her epilepsy and her deep connection to Hawaii could be the keys to ending the crisis before they become worse. So we've got survivalism on an island, or several islands in Hawaii. She's with her dad, which is really cool, instead of a bunch of strangers. This also, I think, is slightly more popular than the other books, which sometimes means it might be better. So those are all 3 physical books that I want to get to this summer. So I'm not sure which ones I'll do for the readathon because I've got a lot happening. But I just want to share those with you guys. I don't think I'll finish this today, but I definitely will tomorrow. And I'm just going to say good night. This will be the last clip for this vlog. And then I will have a 3-day vlog hopefully coming out on Monday. That will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Weekend vlog. And I'll be doing a book fair and a bunch of different fun things. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you next time on The Bright Side.